Well, the waiting is over. The NFL season finally kicks off tonight. Eagles, Cowboys from Philadelphia. It sounds like a better game than it actually is, to be honest with you. It sounds good. Don't get me wrong. Eagles, Cowboys, NFC East, clash of the defending champs, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. It's not going to be a very good game, folks. Listen, Dallas is overmatched here. You got the defending champs, which since they started doing these Thursday night Super Bowl champs, they used to, openings about a quarter century ago. It is the defending champs, the Super Bowl defending champs at home are 20-5. So right off the bat, the Eagles have an advantage there. And then when you start to dig into this game and looking at the matchups and everything, it could be ugly tonight in Philadelphia. And it could be ugly for Dallas and for Brian Schottenheimer, who finally gets himself a chance to. He's been waiting his whole life to coach. Been waiting his whole life. He's done the steps from the bottom. I know his father was a head coach and a good one, but he's paid his dues and he finally gets here. He's the coach of America's team, and a week before his debut, bam! Jerry Jones pulls the rug out from underneath him, trades the best defensive player in football, and by far the best player on the Cowboys, to the Green Bay Packers for a couple draft picks and a nobody really. And now he's got to deal with that. And he's got to deal with Cowboy Nation. And there's a million Cowboy fans out there, and they're all, they're believing. Whatever, everybody believes. It's okay to believe. Now, before week one, listen, have your Super Bowl dreams. Everybody. The Browns, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Jets. Everybody have your Super Bowl dreams. I'm not here to shatter them. They will get shattered on their own by the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Cowboys don't have a terrible offense, right? They're going to put up some points this season. They're going to be able to hang with some teams, but the defense is going to get shredded. Micah Parsons was their only hope on defense. The Cowboys now have a worse defense than the New York Giants, who have a decent defense. Giants are kind of, looking to be a little bit better this year, but the Cowboys gave a blank check to Dak Prescott. I mean, he's making a ton of money, more money than any quarterback's ever made. They gave a bunch of money to the wide receivers. And then they go and trade the best player on the team, which is their whole defense. I mean, Micah Parsons is the best defensive player in the sport. He can wreck a game. And when you have a defensive player that can wreck a game all by himself, that is huge. He could cause turnovers. He could disrupt the quarterback. He could get sacks. He could do it all. By far, the best defensive player in the game. And Jerry Jones said, see ya, because he had some contractual, he had misunderstandings and he was holding out and this, that. Listen, the Cowboys aren't going to be good until Jerry Jones is in the ground, is where you're at with the Dallas Cowboys. And people are starting to, compare him to Davis, to Al Davis, and play things like that. And listen, I don't blame him, and they're kind of right. I don't blame him. And where you're at, Cowboys fans, is you're not going to win anything, and you're not going to win, certainly not a Super Bowl, until Jerry Jones is in the ground. And you're just going to have to face that, because he's not going to give this up, right? He's not going to be good at it. He hasn't won anything since he's taken over and started doing this. And I don't blame him. I'm on record saying I do the same thing. If I owned one of these teams, I'd be on the sideline calling the plays into the quarterback's helmet. You know why? Because I spent billions and billions of dollars on it. That's why. And it's my toy. And I can do whatever I want with it. And if that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do. They'd be running me out of town. And that's just the reality that you're facing, Cowboys fans. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to win the Super Bowl. You may make a couple playoff appearances, but until Jerry Jones is in the ground, you're not going to win anything. You're not going to win Super Bowls. It's not happening again, because he's not giving this up like he did to Jimmy Johnson and Barry Switzer and stuff like that. He's not doing it. He's an old man. He's set in his ways. He actually sat there at a press conference in a room with about 60, maybe even more, because it's America's team, reporters, and sat there with a straight face and said that they're a better team after they traded away the best defensive player in the sport. I mean, Micah Parsons could wreck a game at any moment. He was the only thing that was keeping this Cowboys team really together. The defense is no good now. They were above average to good defense with Parsons. They're terrible now. Watch Saquon Barkley shred them tonight. Watch Jalen Hurts throw the ball down the field. They picked up, so they got some good draft picks and they got decent secondary, but it's not going to be able to hold up. And the offense is good. You know, the offense, they have a good offense. If Dak can stay healthy, if Dak can get the ball down the field, if he can be, get the protection he needs, they're going to be a good offensive team. They're going to put up some points this year. But the defense can't stop a nosebleed. And you can tell me all you want about the rookies they got and the secondary. It's not good enough. It's not going to be good enough, and you're going to see it tonight. Because watch what happens. They're going to get shredded. Saquon's going to run right through them, and what they're going to do is they're going to play fake off of that after Saquon a couple big runs, and they're going to be running free down the field, and Jalen Hurts is going to put it right in the chest. And he's gonna shred the defense, and they're gonna run it right, and they're gonna put it right down the Cowboys' throat, and they're gonna beat them by 17 points tonight. That's what's gonna happen. If you look at this game and you look at the matchups and what's gonna happen, that's what it says. So stop trying to pretend like we're good. We're Listen, you could win. You might win 8 games this year. You might win 8 or 9 games, but you could just as easily win 4 games and finish last place, even behind the Giants. That's what Micah Parsons means to a football team. He's the best defensive player in the sport. He could wreck a game. He could get the quarterback. He could turn the ball over. He is the difference maker on a football team. And Jerry Jones, who owns the team and can do whatever he wants, God bless him, traded him away for a couple first-round picks and some garbage, and he sat there in a room with 60 reporters, and he said, "We're better now that after this trade." Nope. No, you're not. No, you're not. Like, and you know that it's his team, and you're gonna have to live with the Cowboys. I'm telling you. Forget about Super Bowls. Forget about Super Bowl until Jerry Jones is in the ground. And like, I hate to put it so bluntly, but that's the reality of the situation. That's just the reality. They haven't won anything since he took over, right? And like I said, I'd be doing the same damn thing because it's my team. I spent billions of dollars on it. I spent my billions of dollars on it. I'm going to do what I want. I'd be on that sideline, calling the plays into the helmet with the play sheet. We'd be doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and they'd be running me out of town. But I wouldn't care because I'm having a good time. And he wants to win. He really wants to win. He thinks he's really good at it. That's the delusion that is just, mind-boggling. He thinks he could do it. Like he thinks he could steer this ship, and it's everybody. It's not him. It's not him. Everybody's telling him it's him. Maybe his inner circle isn't, but everybody, listen, the media, everybody's been telling him for 15 years now. You're not a football guy. You're a businessman. You're a very good businessman. You're a billionaire. You're just one of the best. Not a football president of operations type of situation. That's not you. We could all play Madden. We can't do it in real life. He got a chance to. He decided to do it. God bless him. Now, as far as the Eagles go, Eagles, obviously, defending Super Bowl champions. The defending Super Bowl champions, 20-5 in this game since they started this Thursday night, NFL kickoff thing. And they're 25. They're going to win tonight. I really don't see the Cowboys giving them much trouble. It's a 7.5 point favorite. They're a 7.5 point favorite. Micah Parsons left. Before Micah Parsons left, they were 6.5 point favorite. Saquon's gonna have his way. You're gonna see Jalen Hurts is gonna have a big game. It's gonna be AJ Brown. It's gonna be the whole the whole cast of characters. They're gonna play the hits tonight, and they're gonna get their rings, and they're gonna put up a banner, and it's a night for Philadelphia. They're gonna win over the Cowboys. Now, tonight's game, NBC, just in case you're looking and you don't know where it's at. NBC, you can have Tarico, Collinsworth, the whole, the regular cast of characters. Tomorrow night is where it starts to get a little, streamy. Is what I like to say. It gets a little streamy. It's on YouTube. I don't even know who's calling the game tomorrow. I don't know who the YouTube guys are. We'll see. I don't know if I need to order YouTube Premium to watch the game tomorrow, because I want to watch the game tomorrow. Tomorrow's a better game. Tomorrow's Kansas City, San Diego. In San Diego, I think San Diego could win that game. I have a soft spot, like always, for San Diego. San Diego, to me, listen, they disappoint me every year. Every year they disappoint me, and they never play up to par, and they've been doing it since Rivers. And I've been picking this team since. But I think Justin Herbert is, and I'm going to continue to say it, and it's not like he's always made me look like I'm stupid when I say this, that he's one of the top 3, maybe 4 quarterbacks in the whole NFL, in the world. I love Justin Herbert. I think he's that close. I think he's that close to really being the top 1 or 2 quarterbacks. You got Mahomes, who, listen, he's maybe one of the best we've ever seen. I can't say a bad thing about Mahomes. I like Mahomes. He's fun to watch, everything. Kelsey is getting a little old, right? He slowed down last year. I just think the Chiefs might be, they're going to be good. They're going to be in the playoffs, maybe a tick lower than they've been as the dominant team in the NFL over the last couple of years, because they have been. They have been the standard in the NFL with Mahomes and Kelsey. I think Kelsey's getting a little bit older. I think he's going to slow down a little bit more. He's not going to be as effective. He's not going to be able to be on the field as much. Maybe he gets injured. He's going to be a married man, whatever it is. But I think Harbaugh and I think Herbert is just ready to break out. And I think, and I'm picking them to win the division, the Chargers. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm an idiot, because I said the game was in San Diego. Of course, it's not in San Diego, right? It gets very streamy tomorrow. It's on YouTube. We don't know. I don't know who. I can't tell you who the broadcast is going to be, who the team's going to be. It's in Brazil. So come on, NFL. Can you play week 1 in the cities, in the NFL cities? You really need to go to Brazil? Like, do they need more money? You know how much money the NFL makes? They print money. The NFL literally prints money with these TV deals and everything. I get it. There's always more to be had. But week 1, night 2, before the first Sunday of football, we're playing games in Brazil. And a good one, too. It's not a Miami, New Orleans game. Chiefs, Chargers. It's Herbert. It's Mahomes. And they're going to Brazil. And listen, I mean, San Diego generally doesn't, they don't draw like maybe the Giants or the Jets or the Cowboys, but they draw. They're going to sell out week 1. You put that game anywhere in the world, it's going to sell out week 1. Can we have it in the States? That bothers me. I don't like these international games. I'm sure that they know football by now, but when you're watching a game and they don't really know when to cheer, football's a complicated game. We take it for granted because we've been watching it second nature. Football, you don't know the rules. Like baseball, you can pick up on. Soccer, hockey, basketball, those are easy. Put the ball in the basket, put the ball in the net. The guys are baseball, is a little more difficult, but football it's like the English language. It's like, there, and forget it. Football is a nightmare to try and learn. Do you ever sit down with someone who doesn't know football like at all, really, and try and watch a game and try to enjoy the game? Can't do it. They got a million questions just from the things that you're yelling at the TV. Oh, he jumped. Oh, just everything. There's a million different rules. You ever sit down with somebody who doesn't know football? You can't enjoy the game. And that's what I feel like it is when they go 50,000 in Rio de Janeiro or whatever they're playing this game tomorrow. Let me see. I didn't even know. I just found out. Wherever they're playing. Brazil, right? They're not going to know. And it's just they're cheering at the wrong time. Come on. Can you just maybe have week one in the home in the states in the cities where we host the NFL teams? But that's neither here nor there. It should be a good one. I'm excited to watch it. Like I said, I'm picking the Chargers in that one. I'm picking the Chargers to win that division. I think the Chiefs just a tick below what they've been. Right? Mahomes is gonna be great because he's great. One of the all timers. Kelsey's gonna he kind of fell off a little bit last year. He's gonna fall off a little bit more. He's getting older. Maybe he gets hurt. Maybe he's not on the field as much. Chiefs are gonna make the playoffs. I think they get in as a wild card. And I think listen, they played those two teams played each other last year. Wild card round, Chiefs dominated. Rolled over them 32-12, I think it was. So the Chiefs are still, they're still at the top until somebody knocks them off. I just think the Chargers can be the team to knock them off. As far as tonight goes, like I said, don't expect much, Cowboys fans. Don't expect much. You're going to get the Eagles are better. The Eagles are Super Bowl champions, class of the division. You are going to be third, maybe last place in the division now that you traded your best player. Your owner is sitting in a room with 60 people, cameras all over his face saying, we're a better team after we traded the best defensive player in the league. So what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? And you're going to all come and you're going to go, oh, no, it's the 5 wins. Either 5 wins or 8 wins. Pick your poison. Either way, you don't go to the playoffs. So you want to be, just terrible, get a better draft pick, 4 wins. You want to be, okay, we're kind of hovering around the playoffs in December. We need to win out and we need a little bit of help. You want that kind of season? Well, then 8 wins. But pick your poison. Now I got a couple over-unders. Brett, I'm gonna force Brett to do some over-unders, and we're gonna, I got 6. I got 3 overs, I got 3 unders. We'll see how I do. I got the Giants and the Jets in there. I'm gonna tell Brett to do the Giants and the Jets, and we'll see how it goes. And at the end of the season, we'll put something on the line like that. Just a programming note. Next Sunday, I will be on Straight Out of Flushing. It's a New York Post. It's a New York Post vehicle podcast for New York Post. Dexter Henry. I'll be on that on Sunday as the Mets off tonight. Got my shirt though. If you're a Met, hey, listen, if you like the Loge life, just shoot me a DM. We'll get you one of these shirts. I'll be on that. Brett, Mets are back in action tomorrow in Cincinnati. Gotta get it. Gotta play better. I really tried today not to even, just no Mets. Not even think about the Mets. I put on the shirt, didn't even think about the Mets because they drive you mad. They drive you mad. It's, what I said yesterday? I said it's like if the Mets this year, the 2025 Mets are if the 1986 Mets and the 1993 Mets had a baby, 2025 Mets. Because one night they're scoring 18 runs, they're pitching, shutouts, they're pitching 8 shutout innings, and then the next night they're losing to the Marlins, and they're losing 3 out of 4 to the Marlins, and I can't. Football tonight, football, maybe some tennis. But football tonight, week 1, here are my 6 over-unders for the season. I'm not going to sit here and go over, not going to go win, loss. Giants got a tough schedule. We are going to put out a Giants and a Jets preview show before Sunday, sometime in the next, 2 days, right? So it's got to be 2 days, and we will do something every Sunday for you before or after football. We got some things in the works. We'll get to that. Over-unders. Let's start with the Giants. Giants, I can't believe that they're 5.5, which means Vegas has zero confidence in the Giants, 0 confidence in Russell Wilson. They think the kid's going to come in and he's going to be a rookie. Rookies struggle, right? We know that. Even if they're going to be good, they struggle. 5.5. I think the Giants are better than 5.5. I'm going over 5.5. I think they win 7, maybe 8. Maybe they get to that 8 wins and they're on the way up. It's not going to go. Not that it can get any worse than last year, but it's not going to get worse than last year. They're on the way up. 7 wins for the Giants. Over 5.5. Vegas's number. Jets 5.5. Again, the Jets are better than 5.5, right? I like the coach. I think he's a little energy. He's angry. He's yelling at these guys. I don't think that matters, but He's yelling at the guys. He seems to have some energy. He is a Jet, right? He's a Jet through and through. They got the new quarterback. They're gonna get more than 5 wins, right? I think the Jets could also win 8 games, maybe 9. Maybe if things break real good for the Jets, they could make the playoffs. Giants aren't making the playoffs. Jets, I can see making, great season. Things good. They get the running game great. The defense is better than we thought. The quarterback's better than we thought. The coaches has a magical first year. They might be able to squeak into a wild card weekend game, and we'll see. But 5.5 over for the Jets. So over for the 5.5 for the Giants, over 5.5 for the Jets. I just told you, I like the Chargers. I love the Chargers. 9.5 is what Vegas has them at. Over. I think they win the division. I think they win the division 11 games. Over 9.5 for Harbaugh, Herbert, and the San Diego Superchargers. Unders. Now, I know a lot of people are going to go against me with this one. Their number went up when they made the trade with Dallas, the Green Bay Packers. Packers now have a solid defense. People are talking Super Bowl with the Packers. Slow down. I think they're good. I think they make the playoffs. Their over-under is 9.5. Give me 9. Under for the Green Bay Packers. Under 9.5. Give me 9 wins for the Packers. Lions. Another one. Everyone loves the Lions. Big year last year. Super Bowl favorites. They floundered out in the divisional in the championship game. Eagles came in and beat them. Lions year, right? I think the Lions take a bit of a step back. 10.5 is a high number. I think they win 10 games. Under for the Detroit Lions at 10.5. And the San Francisco 49ers, another one, 10.5. I just don't see it. Brock Purdy, I don't see them winning 11 games. Not a great division. I think the Rams are better. Give me 9 wins for the Niners. I think they have a down year. I think Purdy kind of takes a step back. And they get 9 wins. Listen, you got to take some risks here, right? So my over-under, Giants over 5.5. Chargers over 9.5. Jets over 5.5. Packers under 9.5. Lions under 10.5. And the San Francisco 49ers under 10.5. Cowboys, Eagles, NFC matchup, a clash, right? Sounds good. Sounds good, right? It's going to be a blowout. 41-17 is what I got tonight. Eagles get their rings, get their banner, and get a win in week 1. Cowboys, you're going to have to bury Jerry Jones before you start winning Super Bowl. So get that out of your head. Get out of your head right now. Big win for the Eagles tonight. I think they win 41-17 is what I got it at. 7.5. Bet responsibly. Bet with what you want. Yeah, make sure you got the money to cover it. That's all I say. We will see you maybe tonight after the game, maybe not, depending on how many drinks I have, how tired I get, how much money I win. We'll see. But that does it for me right now. We will be here with a Jets-Giants preview, and of course, we got the Mets. Oh God, the Mets are gonna kill us all, right? They're gonna put us all in the grave. Week 1 in the NFL, night 1 tonight. Eagles, Cowboys. Enjoy it, everybody. I'm Bob Walters from the Brian Gunzel Studios.